Hi all, Ari here with Ollie. Today we're going to talk about a question that many pup parents have asked themselves. Why do dogs sometimes throw up after eating? Let's dig into it. There are two kinds of throw up actually, acute and chronic. Acute vomiting is sudden and doesn't last very long. Usually it's because your pup ate too much too fast. But there's also chronic vomiting, and this is what you really want to pay extra attention to. If your dog is throwing up 1 to 2 times a day and experiencing weight loss, depression, anxiety, or pain, there might be a more serious underlying issue. Let's go a little more in depth as to why dogs throw up. There are many reasons why your dog might throw up. Most of the time, it's because they drank too much water really quickly or ate really fast. We've all seen our dogs get so excited to eat that it seems they eat their food super quickly, but eating too fast can sometimes upset their stomach. When they don't take the time to chew thoroughly, they can also ingest air, which makes them regurgitate or throw up. Look into slow feeder bowls if your pup tends to eat really fast. The mazes help slow them down while they're eating. Sometimes dogs also throw up because they ate something they shouldn't have, like grass, non-food items, bits of toys, and more. Your pup could also be stressed. If they've got separation anxiety or get anxious when they travel or get car sick, they might be more prone to throwing up because of stress. If this is the case, try giving them some calming treats before traveling. Another reason could also be they're switching over to a new food. Make sure to slowly transition into their new food to prevent any stomach issues, instead of switching them over immediately. If you're switching them to Ollie food, we've got some resources on our website on how to properly make the switch. When your dog throws up, keep them hydrated, but make sure they're not drinking too much water because that could make them throw up again. Feeding them plain chicken and rice is also calming for their stomach. And keep an eye out to see if the throwing up stops. Most of the time, they'll feel better soon. But if you notice that something is up, talk to your vet. In more serious cases, throwing up could also be the sign of an underlying condition. If they're throwing up a lot and you start noticing other symptoms like constant vomiting, diarrhea, blood in their vomit or stool, or lethargy, it could be liver disease, pancreatitis, parvovirus, or megaesophagus. What is megaesophagus, you might be wondering? It's actually not one single condition. It's when the esophagus dilates and loses its ability to move food into the stomach. That can cause food and liquid to accumulate in the esophagus and have trouble getting into the stomach. When that happens, your dog might have regurgitation, which is one of the most common signs of megaesophagus. And just to be clear, there's actually a difference between vomiting and regurgitation. When your dog is nauseous, they'll heave, gag, retch, and throw up. But with regurgitation, it's a more passive process. They don't gag, they just regurgitate the food or water back out. Some breeds are a little bit more prone to megaesophagus, such as German Shepherds, Great Danes, Greyhounds, and Labrador Retrievers. When it comes to treating megaesophagus, talk to your vet. Usually they'll be able to see any esophagus dilation in an X-ray. Treatment for megaesophagus depends on whether your pup has any underlying conditions, but generally it will include a high-calorie food with the right consistency. There's also something called a Bailey chair, where your dog can sit upright to eat. Every dog is different, so make sure to talk to your vet if you have any questions. Check out the links below for other helpful resources and more details on what we went over today. And feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like these videos. Enjoy those belly rubs.